Hey, what's going on, guys? Coming at you with an updated version of my Thug deck, which of course stands for Trap Tricks, Hands, Upstart, and Geargia. So starting off with the Geargia monsters, we have the free Geargia Armor, the free Geargia Arsenal, the free Geargia Accelerator, and I did finally take the advice of one of my subscribers who really passionately advocated for me to add this, which is the Geargiano. Basically, you contribute it to Spell Summon a level 4 machine monster from your graveyard. What it does basically is it turns your Geargia X into a floater, because of course Geargia X, once removed from the field, you can Spell Summon a level 3 or lower machine type monster from your graveyard, so you can bring back Geargiano. Geargiano can bring back one of your Geargia monsters, and you can just basically use that to help loop out your rank 4 plays and your Geargia X plays over and over again. Then we have the 2 Trappers from Melio, the 2 Fire, and 2 Ice Hand. Then for the final monster, we have the 2 Max C, since this format is really shaping out to be a very Spell Summon heavy format, in which Max C seems to be a pretty good tech choice right now. So that is it for the monsters. Now on the spells. So starting off, we of course have the triple Upstart Goblin for consistency. Then for one-ofs, we have the 1 Book of Moon. Just a really good versatile card overall, and especially is kind of a staple in any Geargia deck, since you can use it in combination with Geargia Armor to get an extra search. Then we have the 1 Regeki, and finally the 1 Soul Charge. Definitely, if you do have Elder God Nodin and Instant Fusion, you definitely could play those, since it does give you some more options for rank 4 plays, and you can possibly even replace Soul Charge with it, considering that it actually lets you do your battle phase, and it pretty much gives you the same kind of recovery in most instances. But I don't have Elder God Nodin currently, so for now I'm just playing the Soul Charge. So now for the traps. Starting off, we have the triple Call of the Haunted. We of course have some options with our Geargia engine as far as stuff to bring back. We also have Trappers from Melio that we can bring back to pop a back row on the opponent's side of the field. We can bring back a Fire and Ice Hand if we need to. Just a lot of options that we have, and it just makes it to where we can easily just make a bunch of rank 4 spam plays all in one turn, especially when we're going for our Geargia X plays. Then we have the 2 Breakthrough skill, which is replacing Fiendish Chain. I think it's a good choice just because you get that double effect negation, and it's really good against Unicorn, which can really give this deck a problem, and just some other things that actually have effects that could kind of get in your way on your own turn. Then we have the 2 Mind Crush. The format isn't really as search heavy as it was a few months ago, but there's still a lot of decks that do search enough and do kind of telegraph their plays enough to where I think Mind Crush is a pretty good choice right now at 2 in a trap heavy deck like this. Then we have the 2 Mirror Force for, of course, that battle phase protection. Then for the Vermelio search targets, we have the 1 Bottomless, the 1 Nightmare, and the 1 Void Trap Hole. I decided to put Void Trap Hole back in here because of the emergence of things like Infernoids and Cosmo that have bigger boss monsters that normally don't activate their effects to turn their spell summons. So I like having that option with Void Trap Hole to still be able to get rid of those monsters. And of course against Necroz, it can even get rid of Unicorn, whereas Nightmare normally can't. Then for other one-ofs, we have the 1 Compulse, the 1 Solemn Warning, Torrential Tribute, and finally the 1 Vanity's Emptiness. So that was a 40 card main deck, 18 monsters, 6 spells, and 16 traps. Now on to the extra deck. So starting off, we of course have the standard free Geargia X. Then to go along with that, we have the 1 number F-Zero Utopic Future. You of course can overlay 2 dead Geargigants or any other non-number XYZ, 2 of those to make F-Zero Utopic Future. And just really good because it's really tough to get around, and it also can get around some really annoying things like, say, Leo or even Cosmo Forerunner that can't be targeted, and you can just take it away from your opponent and use it to beat them in the face. Then for upper rank 4s, we have Abyss Dweller, Karen Gorgon to mostly protect Floodgates in the side deck, Castel, Dark Rebellion, Exciton Knight, Cowboy, Samurai for DOTK plays, 101, Diamond Crab King for that Towers out, and then finally the combo of Ptolemaeus and Diamond. So now to wrap it up with the side deck. So starting off, we have the 1 Thunder King Ryo. It is something that I have kind of gone back and forth between playing in the main and playing in the side. But I find in the main that there's just not enough relevant meta matchups that Thunder King's like really outstanding against. And plus, it is a card that kind of does get in your own way a little bit, between the Geargia armor searches, the Remelia searches, and the Geargia X searches. But I still think it's good for the side since it is such a blowout against things like Tower Knights, Necros, Cleaford, so on and so forth. Then we have the free MST in the side, the 2 Zombie World for that Cleaford matchup, the triple Imperial Iron Wall, of course, for Infernoids, Necros, Spiritual Beast, and Cosmos. The 2 Chaos Trap Hole, of course, it's good for against any deck that can side in Denko Sekka, since this deck is very trap heavy, and it's also good against other light and dark based decks like Cosmos, Shadal's, Burning Abyss, Clowns, things like that. Then speaking of light and dark decks, we have the 2 Light Mirror and the 2 Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. So that is it for my deck profile update on my Thug deck, guys. I do hope you guys enjoyed it. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, when it comes to ads, don't skip it, just click it. And I will catch you guys next time.